What's going on, my Comic Chat Army?
Hey guys.
This video is sponsored by Valor. And we got some stickers and giveaways. So y'all stay to the end of the video to learn how y'all can win some Valor stickers. And this book, this signed copy. Oh, I hate the color. The signed copy. See it?
Yep, I read it.
Signed.
That's what I read.
Right. So I have officially done all of Valor's books. Done all of their reviews.
Go to their website. Check out their website and their, you need business cards, any sort of printing items, go to them. I mean, it's veteran.
It's veteran owned. He was in the Army. Thank you, Dan, for serving.
Yes.
We really enjoy you, Mr. DeMille. I know
the veterans.
He hates it when I call him Mr. DeMille. We're friends, but it's just a northern thing. We always say sir and Mr. for our elders. But into the book. K.O.G.S. Right? And I learned that all of this is accurate. Everything that the mindset of the soldiers is accurate because Dan is writing it in his perspective. But except the monsters.
Really cool.
Right. So let's kick it off with the first one. Keeper of the Gates. See? There's the sticker you can win. Pretty cool tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
So it kicks it off with the soldiers. And it's narrating what's going on. And out of nowhere, the art is pretty amazing. Out of nowhere, you got this beautiful woman. Where's she at? There she is. This beautiful woman that comes up and turns out to be a monster and starts killing people. So Josh, our main character, which all of these characters right here on the front is based off of Dan's personality.
Who does she remind you of? Selma Hayek from Dusk Till Dawn. Her character, that's kind of what she looks like to me.
So Josh is on a camping trip, and this old man comes up and kind of basically tells him, look, you're not going to make it back from this tour like your dad did. And he's like, well, what the hell does that mean? You know, like, what do you know that I don't? So he gets on the plane, takes off. Well, not the plane, the chopper. And while they're on the chopper, they're all like making fun of each other, just having a good old time, like brotherly love. I love this book. And when it's time, and it even narrates it, when it's time for war, they get serious. And it explains to you about jumping off of the plane. Oh, about the jump. It says,
jump out of your hand.
Right. You start to feel weak and you get the shakes. Your stomach is full of butterflies and your mouth is dry. And this is the moment that you just jump. I mean, it's a bigger paragraph than that. I just read the first sentence for y'all. But look, as they're trying to go through this town, they're realizing that nobody's there. And they come across all the dead bodies. And I guess the terrorists, you could say, just jump out and start shooting, and it narrates that. It's like when you're in a firefight, you're shooting, and you don't even know if it's you shooting or them shooting at you. Like, I love it. I love this book because of the realism. I've never been in war, I've never served, but this book actually puts you in the mindset of kind of like what you would go through. And it's a very good experience. I'm not a good experience. The war is never a good experience. The book is a good representation, I should say, of war, except for the monsters. I'm not going to spoil the book for you. Could I never do. On to book 2. Well, gotta skip into it a little bit so I'm not ruining it. This lady brings all of those dead terrorists back to life. And they realize that she's trying to resurrect her husband. Or boyfriend, husband, right here in his tomb. So they find the mirror knife, the mirror dagger, I guess it's called. It's not called dagger, it's called mirror something. But it looks like a dagger. So they ended up killing her. But in the process, I like the splash pages. But in the process, somebody dies. And I think his name is Dango? Or, goodness, I can't find it. Yeah, Dango, right? Badger. Yeah, Badger. I don't know why the hell I got Dango. But Badger and Firefox, I guess, was in love because he was like, I love you. Then he dies. And she's like, oh, I love you too. that's book number 2 wrapped up. Book number 3 kicks off. Yeah, here's all of our people. You got Chief, Chaos, Zeus, Firefox, Blade, Colt, Ranger, Badger, and Heather.
And General Roberts.
Right. So it kicks off as a nightmare. Dan said that this was his favorite book. Like, he was really, really proud of this one. Which I can see why when y'all pick it up at valorprintingllc.com. You'll see why. And the splash pages are just amazing. This is a dream sequence. And he's going through like he killed Badger, but he didn't. Like, he's like, oh, it should have been me that died, not Badger. And he's just having like PTSD from what the monster did and war. So they're all separated. They're all come back to America. You got Firefox in a bar beating everyone's ass in pool. And she's about to get in a crazy situation. She is. So she knocks dude's teeth out. I'm not gonna show y'all what she gets into. But she knocks dude's teeth out. Then look at that awesome splash page. Like, look at that. That is just beautiful. And this lady arrives. It has no context of what she does or where, nothing about it. Like, she just pops up. Yeah. I guess dude's left in the tomb because it goes from her breaking dude's arm to this. Like, it kind of, like, this one kind of threw me off, but I think it's going to pay off in issue 4. To her saying, you should know who I am, to her, Firefox back to kicking ass. But I think Firefox had a rough childhood because that's either her mom's boyfriend, dad, stepdad, some male figure in her life. It looked like he wasn't a nice dude. And then we know Dan DeMille. This man has had a very interesting life. He has served in the war. Road Bulls. He is printing comic books and now an active police sergeant. Like, you're a man of many hats, Dan. Keep it up. We love it. So,
and he's such a nice person. Like, I enjoy talking to Dan.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he's such a positive and just genuine person.
Yeah, it's always great laughs when we talk to Dan. But you got Josh riding a bull. Then all of a sudden, these weird snake creatures show up and start attacking everybody. Not going to tell you how they figure out how to get rid of them, but I'm going to give you a little hint. Reminds me of the movie The Faculty. For you that's old enough to remember that movie.
I love that movie.
Yeah. Kick it off, Carrie. Take it away.
So I read, it's called Kindred Homecomings from Snug Comics, which, like we said, you have a chance to win this. Signed a copy. We have 2 of them. So I will get into that after I go over the review. But anyway, so how it starts off is a girl named Jamie from this small town basically inherits this home that she grew up in and was hearing strange noises. So she calls the Sheriff Claire, thank you, honey, to come check out the noises that she keeps hearing in the walls. So, here, go ahead. It goes into, Claire comes in, and the only way for her to get through access to the house is through this bunker, which Jamie and her cousin grew up playing in. And she says it's like set back from the 30s, like an old bombshell bunker or something like that. So as they're walking through, there's a bunch of crows, as you can see right there. And it gives her flashbacks of, as a child, the sounds of the crows when they would stop making sounds, and it almost was like a sign of something was coming. She always felt like something was following her or watching her, and the sounds and the noises from the crows were kind of her way to tell her what was going on. So as they go through the bunker, they start noticing all these things that her grandmother must have been doing experiments or working on, because she lived with her grandmother and her father. Well, as they further go down, they discover this tube with whatever this is in it. And as they're looking at it and talking, it starts moving.
You didn't tell us the name of the book.
Yes, I did. Kindred Homecomings. I said that.
All right. Sorry.
Yeah, I did. Anyways, so as they're looking at it, it has a face and it starts to say her name. Well, Sheriff Claire tells Jamie to go get backup. And as they're going out, she says, well, I'm going to stay back. I think I saw something that might help us. And as she's looking through the stuff, the glass starts to crack. And I would like to know what happens with the rest of the story. I enjoyed reading the story. I'm not a huge fan of like computer digital art. Not saying there's anything wrong with it. I just prefer drawing and pencil and so on and so forth. But yeah, it was a good book. I enjoy the story. I'd like to continue reading it. I do recommend it. And yeah,
definitely recommend y'all picking up K.O.G.S. It is an awesome read. Now let's get into how they can win this.
How are they going to win it? Well, let me tell you. You need to subscribe, share the video, and comment below. And you will get this signed copy.
Yep.
Along with not one, but 2 stickers.
2 K.O.G. stickers.
From Valor.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, guys. That's it. Later.
Thank you.